You've heard me say this in the morning about this idea that there's a formula to being rich. I'm going to give you the formula right now. This is a research-driven, scientific, proven formula that ordinary people have used to become a millionaire. Okay? The research comes from Fidelity. Fidelity has the largest they have 16 million people in their 401k plans. In 20,000 companies, they now track how many people have become millionaires in their 401k plan. This is how much money they've saved. 14% of their gross income. Typically, they've had a match up to 5%, but not always. The way the money's been managed inside that plan, 75% stock, 25% bonds. These people became millionaires by the age of 59. It took, on average, 30 years. I have been saying all day long, it's decades, not days. Say it again. Decades, not days. But 59 is pretty young, right? Now, here's the interesting thing about 14%. This is just a little bit over 1 hour a day of your income. I'm going to go to the 1 hour a day formula here in a second. And again, the match up to 5, but most of these people had a match on top of this 14%, which is very common. If you have a 401k plan, you're getting matched, usually 2 or 3%. So, there it is. Want to know how ordinary people in America became millionaires? They saved themselves a little bit over 1 hour a day of their income. Automatic Millionaire book, that's basically what Jim and Sue McIntyre did. They did that, they bought a home, they paid the home off, they bought a second home, paid that home off. So it starts with your day. Financial security is built one day at a time. So this is inside the book. And Henry, the mentor for Zoe Daniels, at a coffee shop, opens up a Moleskine journal and starts to walk Zoe, who's not using her 401k plan, who doesn't believe she can save any money, who is living paycheck to paycheck at the age of 27, who has given up hope. He walks her through her day. And what he says to her is, what time do you start your day? And what time does everybody start their day? 9 o'clock. And he says to her, usually from 9 to 11:30, your income goes to taxes. And then you go to lunch. He says it kind of makes you want to come to work after lunch. But you're basically going to pay for your rent and mortgage from about here to roughly 2 o'clock. Depends on the city you're in, by the way, because it could easily be 3. But your housing costs. And then from 2 to 3, it's transportation. There's the car. From 3 to 4, you've got health care and eating. And then the idea becomes, if everything goes right, somehow at the very end here, you're going to have some money left over. And that's what you'll save. And what Henry says to her is, this doesn't work. He says, you need to think totally different about your day. You need to carve out the first hour day of your income. And he says, you need to become financially selfish. Now, the interesting thing for Zoe in the book is that she's been raised to not be selfish. So when he's saying to her, you need to be selfish, what he's really saying to her is like, you need to pay yourself first. You need to decide today to keep 1 hour a day of your income. Because you're young. That's the magic formula. That's the formula for all of you. You've been going, what do I do priority-wise? This is where you start. A lot of people here at Create Alive heard me hammer on this last time, and a bunch of them signed up for their 401k plans. When I left Harpo, the first time I did the Oprah show, I think I said this on maybe in the Chase, so many people signed up for their 401k plans that the Harpo went out and bought books for the entire company. Deciding to save 1 hour a day of your income is a life-changing decision. If you're saving 0 and you don't believe you can save 12% of your gross income, then start with a half an hour a day of your income. But don't go to work and save nothing.